clue when innocence was dead and brung to the conclusion I was living in a zoo pen. Going through the motions out there in the open, in the bookie ends I grew in. Age of 14 years old to the elders, I was known as Little Woo then. Due to all the hidden wisdom and the gifted rhyme skills, I was mellow, hype, riding pedal bikes, coming up inside a crime bill. Eyes peeled, rising then I'm yawning in the morning before mixing water in my oatmeal. So the only thing that made me dangerous more than another is my own will. Holding tension on a regular and feeling better when I used to bunk school. Living in a bubble, getting into trouble, growing bigger by the bundle. Snatch a basketball, embarrass off the court cause I was slicker with the handles. Sinking jumpers every angle through the legs behind the back and twisting ankles. Then my brethren's older brother showed me how to bag food. As a young and hungry troubled run away, they came and taught me how to bamboo. Through the salary of criminality, a systematically Uber cycle that is endless. Whether in the street or belly of the beast, be recycling offenders.
Whose world is this? The world is yours. The world is mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? The world is yours. The world is mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine.
Taking refuge in a place with metal, gates and bars on every window. Blazing up an 8th a day while playing Sega Drive or the Nintendo. And yo, better keep your ears and eyes open but your mouth closed. Outdoors where they train the big-headed pit bulls that won't let go. Knocking your mistaken face off when I used to track phones. An economy that was the policy with no apology and snatch gold. Local battlegrounds, living hand to mouth, no cameras all around. Ever since I was a tadpole. In a parallel jungle that is known as Hackney, Dalston, that's home. Clapping rapid motorbikes for cash box. Stick up men so they can quickly dash off. Doing random corner shops and bookies, or the post office and even bank jobs. When they had the semi-fetish, used to get them out the box fresh. Said the only way to interact with any kind of popo is no comment. From the open cut of London's basement where there's no trust. Wrote this for the older robbers and the shotters that looked out for me and showed love. Through the salary of criminality, a systematically Uber cycle that is endless. Whether in the street or belly of the beast, be recycling offenders.
Whose world is this? The world is yours. The world is mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? The world is yours. The world is mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? Then come back and jump up like crisscross. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, this is lift off. Then come back and jump up like crisscross. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, this is lift off. Then come back and jump up like crisscross. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, this is lift off. It's lift off. It's lift off. It's lift off. It's lift off. Licked off like a spring cosh to your head top when you get got. Zits pop like a quick dodge, nipple tip job, put your fist up. Numb nuts getting pumped up like a dump truck full of spring props. Lift off like a chick's top or some flip flops in a gift shop. Just stop if you're fake humble, let the bass rumble till your face crumbles. Both hands in the sky high as you base jump to a cage rumble. Obliterate all of the main culprits in the way. Another plain vulture for the fame, stuck in the K-hole, begin to pray. Hold it stiff and spray dick snot till it blows the hinge away. Launch up into space, auto interface is on, so get lost. It's lift off. Then come back and jump up like crisscross. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, this is lift off. Then come back and jump up like crisscross. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, this is lift off. Then come back and jump up like crisscross. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, this is lift off. It's lift off. lift off. It's lift off. Lift off. It's lift off. Lift off. It's lift off.
Guess what? All the buff holes in the front row getting squished up. Fingers up in the airspace, going back and forth like it's ping pong. Wrist lock in the mixture. If you mess up in this pop quiz, question: are you big moths or an ostrich in a mosh pit? Options very toxic, like some dog shit to your optic. Rockets for the grown tunes, for the road youths and the posh kids. All popping pills with Jack and Jill up on top of hills. 747 jet engine in your head, revving as you run across the field. Drunken on the stilts, twist up when you stumble round the mill. Unable to feel, auto interface is on, so get lost.
It's lift off, lift off. Then come back and jump up like crisscross, crisscross. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, this is lift off, lift off. Then come back and jump up like crisscross, crisscross. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, this is lift off, lift off. Then come back and jump up like crisscross, crisscross. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, this is lift off, lift off. It's 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 lift off.
This is that type of underground simply. This is that type of underground simply. This is that type of underground simply. Every now and then you get your party proceed.
When I enter the venue, see what's on the menu to fatten this whole feat. Everybody just move to the beat like I threw you to sleep in a flat but with no heat. So we go just ram out the place like it's back in the day when the packs used to roll deep. Fast forward to the present, a gift, a connection. Kids in their dad's call it so grease. Get a dose of purist, dope so potent. It's that underground shit you need. Seed of a better breed, set free for the energy, just like MOP and Heather B. Everybody just jump for the fun, our stunts when getting rid of your negativity. So we blow that roof off clean, then enter for free like we don't have a set of keys. Then it said to me, it's what you need. It's what you need. It's what you need. This is death in a split of a sec. If you're thinking of lifting this trap door, better never compare me to him or to them. Man, it's like a rat or to a cat claw. That's for all classes, lower, upper, middle, plus criminals and outlaws. Whether cooking up or back door with a stash up in the passenger door or the dashboard. Fans of a packed crowd and a smackdown, blackout like Method Man and Redman. Boomerangs come back from the dead like Jimi Hendrix with acid in his headband. Don't worry, just bounce, don't be a stubborn clown. Just know that it started with both feet. That type of underground shit that you need now and then for your party to proceed. And it told me, it's what you need. It's what you need. It's what you need. This is out if you need in a douse, cause I speak and breathe with a fire mouth. Plus we won't quiet down in a house full of loud, just blow heat by the ounce. Coming like there is no sound, but another showdown as you roll through the ghost town. Round up all flavors and edible favorites, then let's all have a smoke out. To the whole damn shade of the paper is changing and staining the wall till it goes brown. How this will go round and round and repeat now, even if that shit's on random. Bang this in your headphones and laptop and happen to pack and attract to an anthem. Slammed into your dome piece like stone heap, no sleep, cause the party it chose me, and it told me, it's what you need. It's what you need. It's what you need. This is, it's what you need. It's what you need. It's what you need. This mind is full of gold, since I was 9 years old, when I applied my dome and started writing scrolls. Most of the time I wrote, loads and refined alone. My one and only goal was to scope the microphone. Baby faced and looking younger than my ages, while I would battle breaking some rappers twice my own. Like I'm grown, as I'm reciting flows, and right before I go, out in the night to roam. Knife in hold, home of these nasty fiends, and cokeheads with the broke, noses like Charlie Sheen. Prior right before, meeting with Chester P and brother Farmer G, robbing was our regime. Thinking back when I I used to bring the man then, my puffer coat big shanking, the underworld in Camden. Back in my earlier days, moving mad psycho, open and turning the page of my rap bio. Right here I declare, finally a share to my rap bio. Solemnly I swear, nothing could compare to my rap bio. Right here I declare, finally a share to my rap bio. Chapters are intact, where fiends will relapse, keeping their teeth black. Gave me the green man, got an advance from alternate rehab. Back in my teens, I saw that as free cash. No lyrics ripped for them, making a quick order. Made back 3 times that from flipping weed packs. Free of tax, linked up with Harry Love, and then recorded the official volume 1. Heard a man inspired by coppers in the skies when he asked the London masses, can you hear the sirens? Rhyming gave me flight from out of them staircases onto event stages, just like a spear or trident. The wild and untamed, right to the blood vein, aiming to obtain money and fuck fame. Back in my earlier days, before no typo, open and turning the page of my rap bio. Right here I declare, finally a share to my rap bio. Solemnly I swear, nothing could compare to my rap bio. Right here I declare, finally a share to my rap bio. The conclusion is this, written in scripture vivid. Pursue the music business, move and continue with it. Naturally as things that live in the brown soil. The true meaning of my name, I'll break it down for you. The Ra is sun god, the M stands for mind. The sun is son of man with pyramids, my mind, Cairo. And the Badbonez is the name I got from my younger days forgotten, before I rip my rap bio. This is nature and nothing new. Stuck in the jungle, it's monkey see, monkey do. Trying to live comfortable, just like a Huxtable. Troublesome, gullible, cutting school, bunning zoos. This is for youngers we buried and all of the babies born after millennium. Like I said, on jewels and gems in your element. Education can't surpass your intelligence. Desperate elders are jealous of all your potential, cause they're just irrelevant. Guilty of pedophilia and negligence. Those of emotional wreck are the evidence. Heckled with discrimination, if not fit for the mental enslavement they've got. Set up for each generation in peak situation, proceed to hit pavement and shot. Education is training for these low-level jobs. Weak and place where the blame is, courtesy of Peter Tosh. Before fussing and judging, look at the art they produce. We want both all or nothing, so we can't blame the youth. Offer your support and guidance before the media fully ostracize them. Then sit and wonder why they form alliance when most times the world and parents traumatize them. All taught to be a good yes man instead of a questioning rebel defiant. Kind of inseparable like use of chemicals in the area of medical science. Temper and negative influence, yet it's a blessing. They've left room for improvement. Neck and the head moving, legacy in ruins. You see what them trendy records have been doing. And it is true they're too eager. The student's just a reflection of the teacher, and that's highly flammable, biodegradable shit. I can name a few, but you can't blame the youth. Education is training for these low-level jobs. We can place where the blame is, courtesy of Peter Tosh. Before fussing and judging, look at the art they produce. We want both all or nothing, so we can't blame the youth. Digital irises lifting the eyelids of visual viruses keep us divided by generation and age, and the typical hybrid is just hypocritical minded. With course of action I can't defend, cause the young will accept any example. Set everything harsh and tense right from the start to end. Them and depression together like park and bench. Many are trying hard to contain sadness and anger. Society is to blame. Give them some wisdom along with some history of the road. Great Britain monarchy's treachery. Robbing and raping, kidnapping, enslaving and killing. So happy and willing as the Alexander the Great or John Hawkins or Christopher Columbus. Fascist, no feelings. Education is training for these low-level jobs. We can place where the blame is. Courtesy of Peter Tosh. Before fussing and judging, look at the art they produce. We want both all or nothing, so we can't blame the youth. Education is training for these low-level jobs. We can place where the blame is. Courtesy of Peter Tosh. Before fussing and judging, look at the art they produce. We want both all or nothing, so we can't blame the youth. Hoodflix, go round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round and round and round and round. When I was a younger, full up with the hunger, coming from a different breed. People who were older showed and put me on some shit I should have never seen. When I read the message that was written on the leaves upon my family tree. Said robbing, stealing, like drug dealing is embedded deep inside my genes. Not the denim, my first stop and searching, that was back in 1993. I was 10 years young and being held and questioned by some prejudiced police. Eager to arrest me like a fiend for pennies. These were never friendly aims, we see so many meet their death already. Teenagers were deadly evil as the devil see. Pregnant baby mothers flaming up another rock, I've gotta take it back to the days of basic nature, chasing paper 203 and bagging crack. Stashing bags of Harry underneath a bull sack in a person washing back. 111, undercover CID pulled out the cuffs and put his knee into my back. Man, I know that lost the plot, I wouldn't ever bring exposure to his name. Blazing at a younger age, a trigger something maybe in his DNA. Then they came and took him, placed him in a section labeled clinically insane. In the days forever since the day they turned up, he ain't never been the same. Hoodflix, go round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round and round and round and round. Watching in the block and listening to Mob Deep, Prodigy and DMX. Filling up the broccoli in a split to rock me, we was jamming on the steps. That's when someone crept up on another and then put the hammer to his head. Not for gunning, but the one with metal claws that made him stagger as he bled. Leaking everywhere, half conscious as he's dropping more red dots than Bangladesh. Just another day of living on the edge with CNN and Channel 10. Fucking from a bag of face, cause everywhere I walk it's hot as Mara. Catch among the junkies, uncontrolling substance growing in the abundance. Shaking neck, Inspector Deck. Once I call and warn my brethren that the armed police were kicking off his door. Later that evening saw a falling fiend as he was fitting on the floor. Sick of being poor, some people did it raw and really didn't give a fuck. Flipping all them drugs and did up all the grub and sold the point to his mark. Some may say that to the population that this occupation is a sin. But I say don't be the judge or plaintiff till your situation's looking grim. Like this fiend I knew who liked to use the needle, shooting being to a foot. If he was shook up or known as a muck, then the food and peas were getting took. Hoodflix, go round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round and round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round and round and round and round. Look up at the sky, is it grind? Is it hip hop? Is it drill? Is it trap? Is it dub? Nah, it's fusion. Look up at the sky, Is it grime? Is it hip hop? Is it drill? Is it trap? Is it dub? Nah, it's fusion. Look up at the sky. Is it grime? Is it hip hop? Is it drill? Is it trap? Is it dub? Nah, it's fusion. Look up at the sky. Is it grime? Is it hip hop? Is it drill? Is it trap? Is it dub? Nah, it's fusion. That's free of limitations and a gas-inflated atmosphere. Rising up above the stratosphere. Mars and Saturn and all planets near. Floating in a motion that is non-controlling of the colon as I'm genre molding. Gone unnoticed as I'm problem solving. All the static mathematic gears. Steer a solar system to its soul collision. Algorithm holding no description. Grow musicians into cell division. Everyone will listen cause it's so consistent. Mixing elements, no super glue. All together then record the evidence of your experiment with raw intelligence from lunar moons. Or a solar flare that's due at noon. Fusing Jupiter into Neptune. Through nuclear ears forming subatomic solid particles of matter supersonic. Grabbing hold of many black holes till they vomit. Watch it passing through a telescope. Let the music push the envelope. Merging universes then evolve. Every area I found space in is impossible to downplay it. Sounding making that is groundbreaking. Towns are quaking with the crowd shaking. Losing balance from this new attraction. Wrapping fusion up into a caption. Everybody with their heads all bobbing, with their fingers pointed at the clouds saying, look up at the sky. Is it grime? Is it hip hop? Is it drill? Is it trap? Is it dub? Nah, it's fusion. Look up at the sky. Is it grime? Is it hip hop? Is it drill? Is it trap? Is it dub? Nah, it's fusion. Look up at the sky. Is it grime? Is it hip hop? Is it drill? Is it trap? Is it dub? Nah, it's fusion. Grime, hip hop, drill, trap, dub, fusion. That's what this universal world of music down onto the earth. Give birth to fusion on the surface, woman right onto the nurse. Like super sperma multiply, fly through and burn the satellites. Innate creation at 27 million degrees in Fahrenheit. Breathe helium and lithium, burn green like an amphibian. In the summer heat with atoms in the beat, the listeners are widely infinite. Quick to enter into this endeavor of a cryptic fella with a big umbrella when already going interstellar. As if I was Loki with the scepter. Compression of the elements and chemicals that come together. When the bass and rain and thunder rumbles, feel it in your stomach like it's salmonella. Calmly venturing the dead unknown. Watch it passing through a telescope. Let the music push the envelope. Merging universes then evolve. Every area I found space in is impossible to downplay it. Sounding making that is groundbreaking. Towns are quaking with the crowd shaking. Losing balance from this new attraction. Wrapping fusion up into a caption. Everybody with their heads all bobbing, with their fingers pointing at the clouds saying, look up at the sky. Is it grime? Is it hip hop? Is it drill? Is it trap? Is it dub? Nah, it's fusion. Look up at the sky. Is it grime? Is it hip hop? Is it drill? Is it trap? Is it dub? Nah, it's fusion. Look up at the sky. Is it grime? Is it hip hop? Is it drill? Is it trap? Is it dub? Nah, it's fusion. Grime, hip hop, drill, trap, dub, fusion. Growing up, I was told that I would either be dead or locked up before reaching the peak of my adolescence. Which is the reason why I made a promise with myself that I wasn't gonna be a product of my environment. My environment was gonna be a product of me. My D.O.B. November 3rd in 1983. Face of this newborn baby, innocent and totally blank. Rap autobiography of mine and how I came to be. My mum blazed up the weed while my dad was smoking crack. Since an infant with my sister, left to live in grim conditions, with no parents, inconsistent, with no wisdom just to hinder. Hearts were littered with syringes, back as kids already labelled a statistic of the system like Judge Rinder. Learned quick that I was an early bloomer, weren't thick or concerned with the future, so quick concrete couldn't turn me sooner. Where abusers drink the brew and sniff the glue, and if you heard that principles were minimal, then it weren't a rumour. My growth was ugly, whole load of fuckery. Swollen bumpy, younger me, going to sleep, still cold and hungry. At 15 I hit the street, weren't trying to be on road with bummy. In my teens persistently, for me the only goal was money. Run and draw, duck in the law, then shut your jaw, bag up some more. Cut from cloth, that's bloody raw. Muscles torn, that hustle for the whole day and night through the early morning hours way back when. With no blessings, I got dressed and ate and slept in a crack den. See, my job was thief and rob, proceed to shop to beat the odds. Cream of crops, sleeping in blocks, big blade of kosh beneath the crotch. Packed away in a backstay case, that's where they manufactured hate in the bad estates, where I had to traffic and navigate through this mathematical and graphic maze. That was days way before funding, like a sore bunion, it was not funny or comfortable, cause North London was a raw dungeon with a raw summer. Blood, the blocks were harsh, it was rob or starve, with enduring scars on a rocky path. I was cutting class like a popper's car. Got the art of doing crime adjusted. Lives corrupted under the environment that I grew up in. You could die for nothing. Turned my mind state quite destructive, more likely to resort to violence, almost like it's on autopilot. Corpses lying way before trident. Operation was a common daily. Problem child, it was wild and dodgy. Grinding, shotting and street robbery. From back then it was like a hobby. Cause of me my mum used to worry. Very deep, said if I'm lucky she would be visiting me. If not, then I'd identify my body, cause life is cheap as rice and beans. While sly police creep like a beagle and seen as the underachievers that done the weed down like it's legal. Through my daughter I found the reason and the meaning of life. It's not the cards you dealt but how you deal them. Before the rap thing I was jacking, out of habit, natural factors. You can either face your fears or chase what's near and drown in demons. Power teaches how to use your intuition as a guide to decide if you would like to be entrenched in this for life. Exercise your wretched mind, then devise what can apply to anyone that's growing up, stuck in the rut. Somewhere we hung, died very young over petty stuff. To get no love is a heavy burden. If it weren't for intellect I'm emerging, or the strength to work it, I'll be dead for certain. Cream of crop, we don't speak a lot and don't need to preach. Just to reach inside of me and put the key into the lock of my mental prison. Then my spirit leveled, free to breathe. My dreams are not full of evil lots. See the reaper stopped cause I beat the odds.
I know y'all on it. I know y'all on it. I know y'all.
And paper, back to the basics of filling up pages, then switch up the pattern, creative and change. Alpha waves are hacking your brain in for reanimating all these tainted rappers who fake it today. I rap for the land of the native, in fact we should take it back from wealthy bankers or racists who say tally in the math of this matrix with animals fading and the final chapter is changing to grey. Angles like a Picasso painting, his macho deflated, rapid he was badly sedated per se. Pressure, pain, my brain stimulated. These MCs to me, that's like a blue whale to a crayfish, okay? Shit, talking rappers go hand them a map of their anus and tape it flat to their faces and say name is highly anticipated. We asked both the local and global if Badbonez is the greatest, they said. That's the facts, not caught up in falseness. The fake, just back off, the real just say cut the crap off and stop your bullshit, or fuck your plans up today and say that's the facts, not caught up in falseness. The fake, just back off, the real just say cut the crap off and stop your bullshit, or fuck your plans up today and say yeah. Say yeah. Say yeah. long being mentioned is past tense, like a hard stench kept at an arm's length, or an arly or arm meant to jar heads. Just a target that isn't marked X. Men in garments picked by the sergeant and retarded like they are bar bread. All the wine and crackheads like the park bench, like it's red carpet coloured scarlet. Get into the line full of skepticism when living in a life full of repetition. Then step to the light, high definition, death by CGI exhibition. Nepotism to the ones who preach, but don't live it, hypocrites do breach. Bum the Puries getting unruly, it's goons making you run jewelry and noses and coke frost totally forgot, spoke wrong to a Voltron openly like so what, any Joe blog on the road can go open a proton. I spot livestock from a mile off, like giant cyclops with a high top, while you're scouting to buy props. Illusions get grim with the lights off. When it gets aggy all down Death Valley, where many things happen with black and red valleys, where I've been jamming and planning chest valleys, elbows and knees actually roll with my head natty. Yeah, that's me, the bro with the afro on strong. Hold on to the chorus I wrote, hopefully we won't prolong. London, go roll on. Dungeons, go roll on. People, go roll on. Oh roll, go roll on. Ho-ho, go roll on. Everyone, go roll on. Planet Earth, go roll on. Universe, go roll on. London, go roll on. Dungeons, go roll on. People, go roll on. Oh roll, go roll on. Ho-ho, go roll on. Everyone, go roll on. Worldwide, go roll on. Raised where the red tape and the dead lay. Never explain trends of an end game. Wide awake or asleep in a REM state. Like a sex slave, no kunta kente. Take off like a race car with extra gears. See sound like a beat down engineer. More heads than a French guillotine saw. Till it reeks like weed and Bex in here. Roll on through London with a poster model. Looking Pocahontas with a golden box. Another open slot, I got to poke a lot. Is when I'm molding genres like a broken condom. Brain tax in the water faucet, make a fortune off it. Taking all the profit, then escape to somewhere more warm and tropic and windows are closed was once hot, now known as a smoke box. Goes off like a jungle banger, so you trump this jam, I point on your track run. Got the black lung, this despicable motherfucker might fucking Anna, not stuck for grammar. Fuck the banter when double standards move up the ladder. But the youngers come cut and stab you, or bring it on and just bust the clapper. Plus the fact is, everybody can't necessarily be a rapper just cause. Yeah, that's me, the bro with the afro on strong. Hold on to the chorus I wrote, hopefully we won't prolong. London, go roll on. Dungeons, go roll on. People, go roll on. Oh roll, go roll on. Ho-ho, go roll on. Everyone, go roll on. Planet Earth, go roll on. Universe, go roll on. London, go roll on. Dungeons, go roll on. People, go roll on. Oh roll, go roll on. Ho-ho, go roll on. Everyone, go roll on. Worldwide, go roll on. Sometimes when my mind wanders and gives view to the grim truth, this mood in the city booming is cold, frozen and windproof. Dismal, it's official, the conditions make a difference when the kids do bring the heat to like a big crew in an igloo. New statistic when his hand brandished the pistol with a clip full in a quick sec, fully blacked down like in jitsu. Or an addict on a crack binge with a can of brew in his grip glue. The reminder of mine to say to myself that could have been you. With addiction to the poison on a mission forever lost, or a victim of a critical decision where they stick them in the system for the minimum sectioned off. Better yet, fully cuffed and took away, stating to the governor a number for a name. Spirit broke, being comfortable a slave, or a set of bones decaying underneath a grave. So remember not to judge. Life's short, so don't ever hold a grudge. Stuck inside the devil's enterprise is why I overstand positions and I empathize and never generalize. If you've never been behind a door that's cracked with the hinge loose, territory was everything and I lived where they died for it, like that could have been you. Facts like this do clash like symbols. That life in view, that could have been you. Facts like this do crash like pinballs. It's that simple. That could have been you. Facts like this do clash like symbols. That life in you, that could have been you. Facts like this do, crash like pinballs. It's that simple, that could have been you.
We walk past people and barely see them. Look them in the eye and we barely greet them. See a man change for a scary reason. Like something ain't right with the air he's breathing. Slip through the net, no care retrieving. Rely on the love, it's a rare receiving. People need help, but it's bare deceiving. And no one wants to sit down and chair the meeting. Time flies, quantum leaping. Different writers, song repeating. I see roads for the non-believing. Go see souls on a somber evening. Dragging feet, stuck to roll. Can't crack the maze, stuck to code. The trust is low, the disgust is high. But we must evolve or combust inside. Cause you can slip off the map, where they end up damned. See a man do the 10-year challenge in a 10-month span. Yo, I recognize that man, but the eyes are lush, you can't find that man. Dark demons terrorize that man. Couple wrong turns and I'm that man. Just the other day was only kids. Never could have dreamed there was only this. Some of us attracted to loneliness, boiling up the rage in a lonely fist. As the madness continues, and you wrestle with that that's within you. Sweet lies of the grim truth, looking at the future echo like that could have been you.
Facts like this do, clash like symbols. That life in you, that could have been you. Facts like this do, crash like pinballs. It's that simple, that could have been you. Facts like this do, clash like symbols. That life in you, could have been you. Facts like this do, crash like pinballs. It's that simple, that could have been you. Your animal, lyrical carnival, rip off your armor door. If your industry is non-compatible, just put this track on to give you the art of war. Got 'em from long before like a dinosaur, make 'em drop to the floor like a lion's roar. Caught behind the door, frightened of phone or A, all over a corridor with a minotaur. Like I'm more iller, the Decepticon than the one Megatron. When it's all said and done, me and Death will go together like breath and lung. Memorable rebel like Big L, the devil's son. Got 'em ducking as if I just let off one. Goose off gun and then said it's a metal drum. Rappers claim they're a whole different level, but in the lyrical stunt and still stuck on one dimension. Very repetitive, negative rhetoric, messages getting burnt. Knock off the head with the severed tongue with an unmeasurable sexual echelon. Like a rocket attached to an uppercut. Through the middle, this crack will fist fuck you up. Whether whitey or lighty or caramel, red or brown or dark or chocolate, fudge the lux. Hungry dumb bitches from the past wanna give up the pussy now in advance, but the path I'm walking is moving so fast. Should've sucked on this dick while you had the chance. Laugh as I'm licking my battle scars through the soul funk on the disco like Shalimar, crushing victims when the fucking ceiling fell right on their living just so I didn't have to ask. You know you done fucked up, right? Right? You know you done fucked up, right? Right? You know you done fucked up, right? Right? You know you done fucked up again. You know you done fucked up, right? Right? You know you done fucked up, right? Right? You know you done fucked up, right? Right? You know you done fucked up again. You know you done fucked up, right? Right? 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 You know you done fucked up again. do we create a whole different race? Half and half like it's not on a dinner date. Anybody today getting in the way? Aim is to put the fuckers back in their place. With a bang to the face like a pugilist. Taking rappers and place them into a ditch. If they jam in the space of a hooligan. Getting dark as a daytime lunar eclipse. Instantly flew like a human disc. Through the air like a broomstick is to a witch. Moving slicker than Puma or Cougar skin. Is a boost to my numerous Zulu kin. Stupid this mixed with the foolery. Now is the new routine. Losing with lunacy. Easy as ABC and plus the 1, 2, 3. Blood this is ludicrous cause most of music shit. Little boys acting grown, only getting exposed like a camel toe. No intention of holding up fascios when your attitude's back to the marrow bone. What's the reason for musical treason when most these promoters won't book me in for a show? Is the ego or envy and greed or just people are shook up on pussios on the low? I'm scoping right at you in the dark, striking hard like a panther or jaguar. Acting broke if you're white in your middle class, only comes back to bite you right in the arse. Laugh as I'm licking my battle scars to the soul, funk and the disco like Shalimar, crushing victims when the fucking ceiling fell right on the living just so I didn't have to ask. You know you done fucked up, right? Right? You know you done fucked up, right? Right? You know you done fucked up, right? Right? You know you done fucked up again. You know you done fucked up, right? Right? You know you done fucked up, right? Right? You know you done fucked up, right? Right? You know you done fucked up again. You know you done fucked up, right? Right? 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 You know you done fucked up again.
Hoodflix, go round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round and round and round and round.
Black and lenses of my adolescence had no edits evident with facts. Man them trapping in abandoned flats around the ends committing malice acts. Swifter than an alley cat, acrobatic peeping out the reach of pigs. Discontinuous remix of baddest apples of the batch. Jamming in the manner, billing splits of potent skunk and playing money up. We was on a blatant eaters or an outlet mission, now we call it crud. Or a self-destructive nature, just another icy female with a tail. Fiddling with digi-scales when I wasn't dipping gel and skipping bail. Lighting camera action minus film, life experience of mine surreal. In a series of gritty crimes, I felt my senses getting amplified. Had to grind all day all night in the scammer cameras and random eyes with the shiny Rambo knife attached to mine. Hand just like a samurai. Talent recognized and got an Oscar for the robberies without the crops. Zombies, nitties in the fog and coming for the 20-something hour shot. Shot this movie when I wasn't really lost and hungry kid, I must have gritty. Rough it in a city clip where everything is popping off around the clock.
Hoodflix, go round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round and round and round and round.
Harder than expected. Hid in the car with cops at every exit. Slid in my bra while patting down the headrest. Which explains why I saving my chest. Anything that don't make money, not investing. Lost interest in everything I lost interest in. Cropping, busting, foreign stocks and double denim. Double weddings, nowadays I don't cuddle brethrens. Head tossed in the class prop while eating our breakfast while I was home watching the hooves. Kellogg's on Kellogg's with red ups and ledge tops with snipers. I watching the roof. Kellogg's with K-Best, the S-Club while I was there watching the news. I struggling artists while I was in studio watching the views. No love in my house, so I just been meeting my pastor while seeking the truth. I'm crying and laughter cause I wanna cry over you. 2020 vision, shoulda, woulda, coulda, didn't. What more can I do? Misunderstood, so dismissed and shook and tried to download my IQ. Mirror, mirror on the wall, how come you did not show me what I wanna see? I'm sick of these shootouts and group outs and brothers on IG that just wanna pre. I'm working so hard, oh my gosh, shut the fuck up, can you please hire my fee? As long as it's similar, it does not matter if my ID is not of me.
Hoodflix, go round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round and round.
Yo, money on my mind, stay on my grind. How can I say no to my slime? How can I say I want back a man that backs me. I don't play slow when it's time. Nah, I don't play slow when it's crunch. Best foot forward, roll with the punch. Smoking the runts, feds in my peripheral. Shit, a spliff and walking my mums. Spot a spliff again when I leave. See police again and I breathe. They take a second look and then drive on. I guess someone's praying for me. World in my palm, take it from me. I'm taking you swimming, take it from me. I'll take your whole team before I take another L. Take me down, I'll take you with me. They say don't stock it, but still I just sell them. Say no comment, cause still I'm a felon. Ain't no stranger to prison of denim. Ain't no snake, but I fill him with venom. Fill him with jealousy, kill him with kindness. Still I just dead him. I'm from the hood where you pull up a wheelie and pull up your hood there, pull up and shell him. Like what did I just tell him? Watch me deviate from these fakes and elevate. They fabricate, I manifest. You didn't graduate about selling weight, about 28, about 56, about 36. You ain't heard of it, you ain't worked the shifts. I've done the graft, sweat patches on my underarms and I don't stop.
Hoodflix, go round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round and round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round. Hoodflix, go round and round and round and round and round and round.